Haribo, Dandavat. Good morning to everyone. We're a little late this morning. Sorry for that. You have me here today. So we're going to read from Sri Golden Volcano and the Nectarine Glories of Nityananda Prabhu and Sri Kirtan Manjusha, the treasure chest of divine kirtans. What nectar literature we are so fortunate to have. Oh my gosh, I feel so fortunate. We have so many other books about this Holy Appearance weekend and the Holy Appearance time of Lord Chaitanya. So I just wanted to start with the Golden Volcano of Divine Love because, you know, I miss hearing all the pastimes of Lord Chaitanya, and Haridev has just been reading so wonderfully about, you know, Shri Guru and his grace, and it just made me think of Nityananda Prabhu, and that's why I wanted to read about the glories of Nityananda Prabhu, because his appearance day is on Saturday. So please forgive us if we go over a little bit today. It'll be good. So we'll start with a short vandanam. Vandeham Shri Guru, Shri Yuta Parakamalam, Shri Guru Vaishnavamscha, Shri Rupam Sagraja, Tam Sagana Raghunatha Tam Tam, Sajivam Sadvaitam, Savadutam Parijana Sahitam, Krishna Chaitanya Devam, Shri Radha Krishna Padan, Sahagana Lalita, Shri Vishakanvitamscha, Om Jnana Timirandasya Gananjana Shalakaya Chakshur Unmilitanyena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Namo Mahavananaya Krishna Prema Padayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namane Gora Tivishe Namaha Vrindaye Tulasi Devi Priyaye Kesavash Chacha Krishna Bhakti Pari Devi Satyavachai Namo Namaha Vancha Kalpa Trubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhyai Bacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Jai. Reading from the introduction of Sri Golden Volcano of Divine Love by His Divine Grace Swami B.R. Sridhar Maharaja. Jai. Introduction. Jai, the holy pastimes of Sri Mahaprabhu. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu preached the full-fledged theistic conception given in Srimad Bhagavatam. Srimad Bhagavatam mainly deals with the comparative study of theism and ontology of Krishna consciousness. It surpasses all other Vedic literature, even the Puranas. That's the Srimad Bhagavatam. The Brahma Vivarta Purana and Padma Purana represent the importance of devotion to Krishna through narration and history to some extent, but fall short of the philosophical and ontological standards set by the Mahapurana, Srimad Bhagavatam. Srimad Bhagavatam can satisfy all Vedantic scholars, for it represents Krishna consciousness in its fullest dignity. Srimad Bhagavatam expounds as the highest attainment of theism, not consciousness, intelligence, or ontology, but ecstasy, beauty, and harmony, rasa. In Srimad Bhagavatam, rasa is all important. It is a unique treatise, for it takes theism from the plane of intellectual jugglery to the domain of rasa. I once began writing a book which was to be a summary study of the 18,000 verse Srimad Bhagavatam. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur condensed the whole Bhagavat principle into 1,000 verses in his Bhagavat Arka Marichimala. I had a mind to consolidate it even more, to represent it within 300 verses. I began that book but could not finish it. This is Srimad Bhagavatam is a vast treatise in the Sanskrit language filled with essential information, historical reference, and expositions on the major schools of philosophy. In Srimad Bhagavatam, many minor points of history and geography are also mentioned, which, although non-essential, support its conclusions. Whatever is unnecessary in Srimad Bhagavatam is eliminated when its meaning reaches its purest and most intensified glory in the teachings of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So if we are to consider the very gist of Srimad Bhagavatam, we must study the life and precepts of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Just as the teachings of the great author of Srimad Bhagavatam, Srila Vyasudeva, were correlated by the realizations of Sukadeva Goswami, the essence of Srimad Bhagavatam has been pre-correlated by the life and precepts of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Pre-correlated. So that, what's pre-correlated? Condensed, I guess, has been percolated. P-E-R-C.
Percolated?
Yeah, percolated.
Percolated. Means to bubble up through, like when you do coffee, it percolates.
Well, yeah, I know, but in this, the essence of Srimad Bhagavatam has been percolated by the life and precepts of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
Right, so Mahaprabhu is a metaphor. Mahaprabhu's life, as his teaching, is slowly like working its way up into our hearts.
Okay.
It's percolating. It's kind of slowly.
Okay. There you go. Thank you, Damodar Prabhu. Therefore, because the teachings of Srimad Mahaprabhu represents the gist of Srimad Bhagavatam, I would like to include here one of the verses I originally composed to introduce my summary study. It glorifies the position of Gadadhar Pandit, the most intimate associate of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Gadadhar Pandit used to read Srimad Bhagavatam in Jagannath Puri at the Tota Gopinath temple. He would read, and Srimad Mahaprabhu and the great devotees like Swarup Damodar and Ramananda Roy were his audience. Nilambodi tate sada swaviraha shepanvitam bandavam Srimad Bhagavati Katha Madiraya Sanjiva Yan Bhatiyaha Srimad Bhagavatam Saraswat Nayana Shru Payanahi Pujayan Goswami Prabharo Gadadhar Vibhur Bhuyatmad Eka Gatihi. On the shore of the broad blue ocean, Gadadhar Pandit used to read Srimad Bhagavatam to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who was suffering from the great internal pain of separation from himself, Krishna. Gadadhar Pandit supplied the wine of Krishna Leela to intoxicate his afflicted friend and give him relief. As he read, tears would fall from his eyes like flower offerings onto the pages of Srimad Bhagavatam. May the pleasure of that brilliant personality, Gadadhar Pandit, the best of the Goswamis, be my only object in writing this book. The title of this book is The Golden Volcano of Divine Love. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu felt a great pain of separation from Krishna, which burned like fire and was expressed as the Shikshastakam. This is explained in Prema Dhamma Deva Stotram. Shri Swarupa Raya Gang Sangha Gambiratya Lilanam Dwada Shabda Bani Garba Vipralamba Shilanam Radhika Deruna Bhava Kanti Krishna Kunjaram Prema Dhamma Deva Meva Nomi Goda Sundaram. Diving deep into the reality of his own beauty and sweetness, Krishna stole the mood of Radharani and, garbing himself in her brilliant luster, appeared as Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. For the last 12 years of his manifest pastimes, He was deeply absorbed in the mood of union and separation and shared his heart's inner feelings with his most confidential devotees. In the agony of separation from Krishna, volcanic eruptions of ecstasy flowed from his heart, and his teachings, known as Shikshastakam, appeared from his lips like streams of golden lava. I fall at the feet of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the golden volcano of divine love. He was vomiting the fire of painful separation from Krishna in the form of the Shikshastakam. Therefore, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is compared to a golden volcano, and the Shikshastakam is compared to divine lava. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has taught us that separation is the highest principle in divinity, just as the most intense conception of ecstasy is association with Krishna. The most intense conception of pain is separation from Krishna. Your senses must have all been destroyed. Otherwise, you would have died from the pain of separation from Krishna. It is inconceivable. We belong to him wholesale. He is all in all to us, but we can't see him. We are forcibly separated from him. How can we tolerate this? And Bhakti Vinod Thakur once said, I can't tolerate separation from Krishna any longer. I can only go on for only 3 or 4 more days, and then I shall have to leave this body. To love Krishna means that we shall have to die to live. In the beginning of divine love seems like lava death, but really it is nectar. In the beginning, divine love seems like lava death, but really it is nectar life. Many persons in this ordinary world are also frustrated in love. They sometimes go mad and commit suicide because they can't tolerate the pain. But the pain which comes with separation from Krishna, although compared with lava, is not injurious like lava. Kaviraj Goswami explains, Baye Vishalvala Haya Bitare Anandamai Krishna Premara Abhuta Charita. The wonderful characteristic of divine love of Krishna is that although externally it works like fiery lava, internally it is like sweet nectar that fills the heart with the greatest joy. Although he felt the greatest pain of separation from Krishna, still within his heart, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu experienced the deepest ecstatic joy. The ecstatic symptoms manifested by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu have never been found in the history of the world or even expressed in any scripture. In him we find the highest conception of the ultimate reality. This is explained in my Prema Dhamma Deva Stotram. Atmasita Savalila Purna Sokya Lakshanam Swanubhava Mata Nitya Kirtanatma Vantanam Advaityaika Lakshya Purna Tatvatat Parat Param Prema Dhamma Deva Meva Nomi Goda Sundaram. This is the all-conquering conclusion. The highest conception of the ultimate reality must also be the highest form of ananda, ecstasy. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Krishna, ecstasy himself, tasting his own sweetness and dancing in ecstatic joy. His own holy name is the cause of his ecstasy expressed as dancing, and the holy name is the effect of his ecstasy expressed as chanting. The cause is the effect. The dynamo is creating ecstatic energy which makes him dance, and his chanting distributes that ecstasy to others. In this way, by every word from his lotus mouth in every gesture and movement of his beautiful golden figure, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu performs his ecstatic pastimes of divine love. So that was the end of the introduction. Oh, this is lovely. Okay, before I start the part one, the life of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, we'll read about our teachers, Gurudev Srila Sridhar Maharaj, as Guru Maharaj explains here, has presented to us in this book. So we'll read these here. This is so beautiful. In the golden volcano of divine love. Srila Bhakti Sundar Govindadev Goswami Maharaj appeared in the world on December 17th, 1929 at Bamanpara, a small rural village in the Burdwan district of West Bengal. He joined the Sri Chaitanya Saraswat Mat in 1947 when he was 17 years old. A few weeks later, Srila Bhakti Rakak Sridhar Dev Goswami Maharaj surprised everyone by announcing that his young disciple would later become his successor. Srila Sridhar Maharaj saw to Srila Govinda Maharaja's education and had him properly trained in Sanskrit grammar and composition, as well as the conclusions of the Shastras, Vedic literatures. From the beginning, Srila Govinda Maharaj demonstrated a remarkable memory and the ability to learn quickly just by hearing. Later, he was sent to Calcutta, where he stayed with Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj and learned Bhagavad Gita from him. Srila Govinda Maharaj has always shown the ability to properly represent the profound siddhanta, or spiritual conclusions, of his teachers, and many of the prominent disciples and followers of Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur had much appreciation for him and bestowed their blessings upon him. On March 26, 1986, Srila Sridhar Maharaj formally gave his chair to Srila Govinda Maharaj and personally seated him as his successor and the Acharya, preceptor, and guardian of the Sri Chaitanya Saraswat Mat. Srila Govinda Maharaj has also traveled extensively throughout the world. Everywhere, devotees and scholars alike have appreciated the profound insight and beauty of his teachings. Like his spiritual master, he has attracted many people by his strong common sense, profound intelligence, and disinterested or non-sectarian nature. Today, with many centers and disciples and books published in a variety of languages, Srila Govinda Maharaj has become the leader of a flourishing worldwide Krishna consciousness mission. Jai, Srila Gurudev Ki Jai. The next one is about Guru Maharaj. Srila Sridhar Maharaj is the foremost pure devotee and is the patriarch of the followers of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He is an intimate disciple and eternal associate of Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, the founder Acharya of Sri Gaudiya Math, who masterminded a spiritual revolution to inundate the world with Krishna consciousness. Noted for his wonderful ability to draw out the inner meaning of the scriptures, Srila Sridhar Maharaj once composed a poem describing the ontological positions of Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur and the line of disciplic succession stemming from Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati was so pleased with this poem that he remarked, Srila Sridhar Maharaj is carrying the conception of Bhaktivinoda Thakur. Now I am satisfied that although I may go, at least one man will remain behind who can represent my conclusions. As he prepared to leave this mortal world, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati expressed his desire to fix his consciousness on the lotus feet of Sri Rupa Manjari. He called his beloved disciple Srila Sridhar Maharaj to his bedside and requested him to sing the famous song of Narottam Das Thakur, Sri Rupa Manjari Pada. At that time, in what has been described as a power transmission, he gave Srila Sridhar Maharaj entrance into the eternal entourage of Sri Rupa Manjari. According to Srila Sridhar Maharaja's vision, however, he was posted as the gatekeeper, the guardian of devotion, Bhakti Rakak, to protect the storehouse of conclusive truths about the full-fledged theistic conception of Sri Krishna, reality the beautiful, as presented in Srimad Bhagavatam and preached by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and the line of disciplic succession that has descended from him, known as the Sri Chaitanya Saraswat Sampradaya. Srila Sridhar Maharaj here to our hearers, our Smaranams. Sri Nityananda Prabhu, his holy appearance day is Saturday. By the grace of Nityananda Prabhu, we develop our attraction for Sri Gauranga. Nityananda Prabhu helps us consolidate the foundation on which we can progress further. His mercy sometimes exceeds the mercy of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He won't allow even those who want to avoid Krishna consciousness to escape. If someone says, "I don't want it," Nityananda Prabhu won't allow it. He will say, "No, you must want it. I request you earnestly, take it, use it, and you will be able to feel the value of Krishna consciousness." He used to roam about here and there, rolling in the dust with tears in his eyes, saying, "Take the name of Gauranga, and I will be sold to you." By his mercy, even the most fallen souls can attain the supreme goal. He is the most generous-hearted aspect of Guru Tattva, so we must bow down our head to him, accept his lotus feet, and surrender to him. And so that's what Hari Dev has been reading about Guru, Shri Guru and his grace, about Guru Tattva. So made me think of Lord Nityananda so much because of his appearance day. The next is Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is the supreme absolute truth in its fullest and most dynamic expression. The influence of Radharani over Krishna has transformed him into a devotee. He is searching himself. Krishna, the personification of ecstasy and beauty, is mad in tasting his own internal nectar. His dancing indicates that he is full of ecstasy, and his Sankirtan movement is the distribution of that ecstasy to others. Jai. Shri Shri Radha Krishna. Shri Shri Radha Krishna. Shri Krishna is the fountainhead of all pleasure, ecstasy himself, and Srimati Radharani is the embodiment of ecstatic love of Godhead. Radha and Krishna are one and the same, but they have assumed two forms. Thus, they enjoy each other, tasting the mellows of divine love. The service of Shri Shri Radha and Krishna in Vrindavan can be attained only by unalloyed devotion to the lotus feet of Shri Shri Guru and Gauranga. And that's our goal, unalloyed devotion. Just like. Anyway, so now we'll start part 1, the life of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the golden avatar. We'll read a little bit here, and then maybe just a drop of some other nectar from the glories of Nityananda Prabhu and Manjusa. We'll see. Take a little water. In the teachings of Karabhajana Rishi, we find mention of the different incarnation for different ages, Yuga avatars. In Dwapara Yuga, the Yuga avatar is mentioned as follows. Dwapare Bhagavan Shamaha Pitavasa Nija Yudaha Srivatsa Dibir An Kascha Lakshaniya Upalakshitaha. In Dwapara Yuga, Lord Krishna appears with the color of a dark rain cloud, wearing lightning-colored garments. He is decorated with beautiful ornaments. His chest bears the mark of Srivatsa, and he carries his own weapons. After the description of the Yuga avatar of Dwapara Yuga, Karabhajana Rishi mentions the Kali Yuga avatar. Iti Dwapara Urvisha Stuvanti Jagat Isvaram Nana Tantra Vihanena Kalapi Tata Shrinu. He says, O king, up to Dwapara Yuga I have finished describing the incarnations for different ages who come to remind the people of the most appropriate duty for their age. They come and tell us, if you do this, you will get the greatest benefit. O king, after the Dwapara age is finished, the age of Kali comes. The incarnation for the age of Kali has been mentioned in many places in the scriptures. And now I am just going to explain that information to you. Then he says, Krishnavana Twisha Krishnam, Sangopangastra Parshadam, Gyanai Sankirtan, Na Prair Yajantihi Sumeda Saha. In a suppressed way, this verse explains the advent of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. The ordinary meaning of Krishnavarna is of a black color, but Twisa, Krishna means his luster is not black. Accompanied by his associates, he is worshipped by the process of Sankirtan, the chanting of the holy name of Krishna, and those of sharp intellect will perform this kind of worship. The next part is Golden Gift of the Golden Lord. Jiva Goswami explains the meaning of this verse in his own parallel verse. Antaha Krishnam Bahir Goram Darshitangadi Vaibhavam Kalo Sankir Tanadyasma Krishna Chaitanya Ashritaha. I take shelter of Shri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is outwardly a golden complexion but is inwardly Krishna himself. In this age of Kali, he displays his expansions while performing congregational chanting of the holy name of Krishna. That he is blackish within means that internally he is Krishna, and he is golden without means that he has accepted the mood of Srimati Radharani. In the age of Kali, that golden Lord is seen accompanied by his expansions, associates, and intimate devotees performing Sankirtan. Someone may argue that the meaning of Krishna Varnam is that his color is black and his luster is also black. But how is that possible? That would be redundant. The conjunction between the words Twisa and Akshrishnam means that his color is Krishna, black, but his luster is Akrishna, not black. Then someone might say, not black does not necessarily mean golden. Why should it mean golden? The answer is found in Srimad Bhagavatam. Once Vasudeva sent the astrologer priest Garga Rishi to Vrindavan to perform the name-giving ceremony for Krishna. At that time, Garga Rishi came to the house of Nanda Maharaj and explained that Vasudeva had sent him. He said, your child is now a little grown up, and the name-giving ceremony must be performed. At that time, he spoke the following verse, Asanvanastrayo yasya grinato nuyugam tanuha shuklo raktas tata pita idanim krishnatam gataha. In past incarnations, this boy has appeared with different complexions, white, red, and gold, according to the particular age in which he appeared. Now he has assumed this blackish color. He said Krishna comes in a white color in Satya Yuga, red in Treta Yuga, and he also comes with a golden complexion. Now in this Dwapara Yuga, he has come in a black color, so the reference to the golden color, Pita, is found here, because only that color has been left for this present age of Kali. There is another reference to this golden color in the Upanishads. Yada Pashyaha Pashyate Rukma Varnam. Krishna, the Supreme Brahman, appears in a golden form. Rukma Varnam means golden, and here also non-black means golden. Krishna wanted to come as the incarnation for this age of Kali, as well as to fulfill his promise in Vrindavan. I shall chant the glory of the gopis, especially of Radharani. I shall chant her name, her glory, and roll in the dust of the earth. But Radharani said, I won't allow your body to roll in the dust of this earth. I shall cover you with my luster. Both the mood as well as the luster of Radharani captured Krishna when he comes here in Kali Yuga. And this does not occur in all Kali Yugas, but only in a special Kali Yuga. In all the days of Brahma, in every Yuga, the Yuga avatar comes, but Krishna appears only once in a day of Brahma, or once every 4.3 billion years. At that time, the original personality of Godhead, Swayam Bhagavan, appears along with his abodes, Vrindavan and Navadvip. And Krishna and Mahaprabhu do not come here alone, but they come with their paraphernalia and suitable companions. So we'll stop there on page 31 of the Golden Volcano of Divine Love, and we can kind of absorb that of Krishna appearing in this Kali Yuga. And how, he only once in the day of Brahma, only once every 4.3 billion years. And so this is a very, very special Kali Yuga. And, where Krishna comes to, in the mood of Srimati Radharani, to spread the holy name of Lord Krishna in this holy Sankirtan mission. So, Jaya, all glories to the Golden Volcano of Divine Love. Srila Bhakti Rakak Sridhar Dev Goswami Maharaj, giving us so much nectar. So I'll read just a little bit of this. The nectarine glories of Sri Nityananda Prabhu. Sri Nityananda Mahim Amrita. His Divine Grace Srila Bhakti Sundar Govinda Dev Goswami Maharaj. From Sri Chaitanya Saraswat Mat Navadvip. I was there when this book was presented by Tyagi Maharaj in Ekachakradam, that beautiful temple and holy abode that Srila Acharya Maharaj, had manifested for the pleasure of his guru, Srila Bhakti Sundar Govinda Maharaj. It was a glorious time, and I believe Krishna Mohini, Jagamohini actually, had a lot to do with this printing and presentation of this book. I could be wrong, but I think she did. So this is very beautiful. 12 prayers glorifying Lord Nityananda. Of course, we'll read a lot on Saturday. And I believe the program may be in the morning, but you have to double check. It might be in the evening. So the first chapter is the foreword, and it's by Tyagi Maharaj. We should all pray, because at that time he did such beautiful service to so many devotees. He is saying, I first of all offer my obeisances to all the Vaishnavas aspiring to serve our beloved spiritual master, Om Vishnupad Srila Bhakti Sundar Govinda Dev Goswami Maharaj. I then offer my obeisances at his lotus feet, holding in my heart the faith that he is Lord Nityananda Prabhu's non-different manifestation, mercifully extending his shelter to the wayward souls of this world, such as my fallen self. We have to pray for all the devotees, By the grace of Sri Nityananda Prabhu and the inspiration of Srila Govinda Maharaj, this year's Nityananda Triyodashi festival marks the inauguration of the newly constructed Sri Hadai Pandit Padmavati Devi Smriti Kunja of the Sri Chaitanya Saraswat Krishna Nushalana Sangha in Birachandrapur, West Bengal, the divine appearance place of Lord Nityananda Prabhu. At the request of the devotees organizing the festivities, this English edition of the Sri Sri Nityananda Mahimamritam has been compiled for the satisfaction of our spiritual master. The Vaishnavas and all those who aspire for the all-important mercy of Lord Nityananda Prabhu. Expanding upon the Math's original publication of the Sri Sri Nityananda Mahimamritam in Bengali, I have collected an English representation of its original contents, plus a novel compilation of Lord Nityananda Prabhu's divine glories as they have been expressed by His Divine Grace Srila Bhakti Sundar Govindadev Goswami Maharaj. Moreover, in an effort to represent the ontological method of understanding Lord Nityananda Prabhu's transcendental identity and pastimes as taught by Srila Bhakti Rakak Sridhar Dev Goswami Maharaj, I have structured the compilation so as to draw attention to a particular sequence of conceptualization, beginning with spiritual revelation and culminating in loving dispensation. To further this end, also included is a summary study of the revealed scriptures delineating the essential truths about Lord Nityananda Prabhu according to the progression of thought stressed by Srila Bhakti Rakak Sridhar Dev Goswami Maharaj in his Sriman Nityananda Dwadasakam, and explained by Srila Bhakti Sundar Govindadev Goswami Maharaj. My hope is that the attentive readers will imbibe this progressive, faith-yielding understanding and thereby be moved to invite Lord Nityananda Prabhu's profound grace and super excellent gift further into the core of their hearts. As I present this offering, I must plainly state that any faults or unbecoming aspects of this presentation should only be attributed to my inevitability flawed efforts in compilation and need never give rise to the disrepute for the expressions of our divine guardians. Furthermore, any and all redeeming quality and dedication, inspiring beauty appreciated herein is surely to be considered the exclusive property of our divine guardians, and all honor must be offered to their self-revealing lotus feet. In closing, I must appeal to His divine grace, Srila Govinda Maharaj, for his mercy being the only capacity with which I have the potential to be successful in my heart's endeavor to please him. Moreover, I invoke the blessings of the Vaishnavas and our revered readers, with whose goodwill my prayer for the grace of our spiritual master may be enriched and realistically realizable. May all be satisfied with this offering. Humbly, Kamal Krishna Das. Sri Nityananda Trayodasi, February 2009. So here's a picture of that beautiful ashram that was built, by the guidance of Srila Acharya Maharaj. It's really beautiful, and it was just amazing. Gurudev was not very well, and we wanted to, bring him there in a helicopter, but it just didn't happen because the roads were so bumpy, and he couldn't, drive in the car for that. So it says the newly constructed Sri Hridai Pandit Padmavati Devi Smriti Kunja in Sri Ekachakradam, now known as Birachandrapur. Dedication, an essential collection of expressions by our Sri Guru Varga in glorification of Sri Nityananda Prabhu, offered to the lotus hands of Srila Bhakti Sundar Govindadev Goswami Maharaj on the occasion of the inauguration of his new ashram at Sri Ekachakradam, Sri Nityananda Trayodasi, February 2009. And, wow, it has some really beautiful verses. Shuddha Bhakti Pracharite Toma Samanai Kalanka Induyana Dayal Nitai. There is no one like you to preach pure devotion. O spotless moon, all merciful like Lord Nityananda. Gora Sankirtana Rasa Rasera Ashraya Dayal Nitai Name Nitya Prema Maya. In the Golden Lord Sankirtan dance, you reveal ecstatically Dayal Nitai, you ever call so lovingly. Of course, we know these verses. We sing them a lot. 2. Patita Pavana, Sri Nityananda Prabhu. Here. It says, Sri Nityananda Chandram Patita Sharanadam Goradam Tam Bhajeham. I worship and adore with all my heart the gracious giver of Sri Gora, the benevolent bestower of divine shelter to the fallen souls, Sri Nityananda Chandra. Wow. So this book is pretty amazing. So it's the divine pastimes of Sri Nityananda Chandra compiled from lectures of Srila Bhakti Sundar Govinda Dev Goswami Maharaj. So that's what this book is all about, and it's really, really beautiful. We usually touch base on this book every year because it's so condensed about the glories of Nityananda Prabhu. So I'll stop there for that, and this is it's really lovely. I'll read the back here, okay? And then we'll close it. My dear heart, please eternally worship that gracious giver of Sri Gora Krishna, Sri Nityananda Chandra. It is he who bestows upon us pure unalloyed divine love for the Supreme Lord, Shri Krishna Prema, composed of the most supreme and intense ecstasy. The love that he distributes carries an inconceivable import. It is of such ecstasy that the sadhus, who may experience only a hint of its fragrance, hatefully cast away all thought of liberation into the one as propounded in the Vedas. Furthermore, his avatars who bestow the divine love of service is the transcendental majesty of Vaikuntha, are but expansions of his expansion. Sri Nityananda Dwadasakam, text 5 by Srila Bhakti Rakak Sridhar Dev Goswami Maharaj. So there you go. We have this beautiful book. And then this old beautiful book is so beautiful. And it came out in 89, I believe. And first printing in 86, right, 86. And it's an amazing book. You know, it has so many prayers, you know, of Sri Nityananda Dwadasakam, Sri Prabhupada Padmastafakam, and so many other prayers of our teachers. And then in the back it has the Prema Damadeva Stotram. This is one of the first books that had that in it, Prema Damadeva Stotram. And it has so many prayers, 10 prayers for this, 10 prayers to that, to who? Srila Prabhupada, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, and also to Nityananda Prabhu, and then to Lord Chaitanya and Gurudev. So, okay. So now we'll sing Hari Haraya. Please forgive me for all my mistakes and reading not very well. Navadvip Bhava Taranga. And we have also, at this time, the hidden treasure of the holy Dham, Sri Navadvip Dham. So all this leads up to the appearance day of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So, let me get the kartals. Jai Hari Day. And give me a book, because when I lead sometimes we know the songs, but we mess up all the time. The brains are not so perfect all the time. Especially if I'm leading. What page is it? 66. Okay. Hari Haraya Nama Krishna Yadavaya Namaha Yadavaya Madhavaya Keshavaya Namaha Gopal Govinda Ram Shimadu Sudan Giridhari Gopinath Madana Mohan Shri Chaitanya Nityananda Shri Advaita Chandra Gadadhara Shiva Sadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jai Rupa Sanatan Bhakta Raguna Shri Jiva Gopala Bhakta Dasa Raguna Hey Chai Goshai Kori Charanavadan Yahoy Te Dignanata Bisapuran Hey Chai Goshai Jar Munitana Das Asabara Padarinu Mora Panchaglan Chadara Charana Sevi Bhakta Saniban Jana me more Hey Avilas Hey Chai Goshai Jabe Rajikaloba Shri Shri Radha Krishna Nityananda Kalilo Prakash Anande Bola Hari Braja Vrindavan Shri Guru Vaishnava Pade Majayama Shri Guru Vaishnava Pad Padmakoriya Hare Nam Sankirtan Kahe Narottam Das Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Parikara Shishi Guru Gauranga Gandharva Govinda Sundarju Ki Jai. Jaya Vishnupad Paramahamsa Pari. Jaya Vishnupad. No, Jai Saparikara Shishi Guru Garanga Gaurachandra Ju Giriraj Ju Ki Jai. Jaya Vishnupad Paramahamsa Parivakacharya. Asa Tarasata Shishimad. Srila Bhakti Sundar Govinda Dev Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai. Jaya Vishnupad Paramahamsa Parivakacharya. Asa Tarasata Shishimad. Srila Bhakti Rakak Sridhar Dev Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai. Shri Rupanuga Guru Varga Ki Jai. Shri Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur Ki Jai. Prem Shikaho Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasani Shri Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda Ki Jai. Shri Chaitanya Saraswat Mat Ki Jai. Shri Chaitanya Saraswat Mission Ki Jai. Tulsi Maharani Ki Jai. Shri Harinam Sankirtan Ki Jai. There's no holy day today. We had the Acharyas yesterday, their disappearance day. Ekadasi Vrata today it is. Ki Jai, and then Lord Varahadev's appearance day is tomorrow, I believe. Harinam Sankirtan Ki Jai Nitai Gaur Premanandi Haribo Jai Shri Gurudev Jai Shri Guru Maharaja Ki Jai Jai Gurudev Jai Jai Gurudev Jai Bimal Krishna is there.
Yes.
He's there. Our beautiful Bimal Krishna. So amazing.
Okay.
Jai Gurudeva.